Now on Good Morning Northwest, the frigid cold has gripped the whole region and beyond. It's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous and costly. We'll show you.
And warmer temperatures are on the way, but so is our next round of storm activity. We'll let you know when to expect it coming up in your First Alert forecast.
And today is the first contest of the Republican presidential nomination process. We'll look at how dangerous cold temperatures threaten to upend voting in Iowa. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now.
Good morning and thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, January 15th, coming off of a very cold weekend. Fortunately, temperatures this morning still a little cold to start us off with here.
Allison Martinez in for Mark with the first look at your First Alert forecast.
It is right. We do have some cold temperatures to start off our day, but this weekend we saw some record-breaking lows. Starting off for today, though, -1 in Spokane and -4 in Coeur d'Alene. Here are 4 things to know for your Monday getting started. We are slowly but surely warming up. We're expecting clouds tomorrow, snow on Wednesday, and rain and freezing rain a little bit later this week. Now, here's a look at our highs. We do have temperatures in the teens. I am happy to see this after a freezing cold weekend. 12 degrees in Spokane, 11 in Coeur d'Alene, 14 in Kellogg and St. Mary's, and 17 in Lewiston. Now here's a look at our lows for tonight. Single digits, 5 in Spokane, 8 in Ritzville, 12 in Grand Coulee, and 1 degree over in Colville. Now here is our 4-day forecast. The next big thing we're tracking is Wednesday. Now Wednesday we could be seeing some pretty significant snow totals. It's really going to creep its way into our forecast Tuesday afternoon/evening. But Wednesday we do have a potential weather alert day. It's going to be a tricky morning commute, so you want to be prepared for that, and snowy conditions continuing for Thursday.
Allison, thanks. And these bitter temperatures are showing no mercy. Homes and businesses feeling the effects of frozen or burst pipes, including several locations in Post Falls. One of these businesses is the Flying J. The pipes in its roof burst, taking out the entire ceiling in the laundry room. It's still without water to the entire building.
I've never experienced it this cold here before. So really wasn't prepared for this. I mean, everybody is aware that their pipes can freeze, but this is pretty big.
Yeah, the Post Falls Library has also fallen victim to freezing temperatures. Its pipes bursting Sunday, causing it to evacuate and close. The library is anticipating a multi-day closure.
And frozen pipes were also the cause of a Spokane restaurant's early closure. The owner of Chaps put out a memo on social media yesterday morning alerting customers.
We just rerouted in order, to make it work. I think some people have some plastic glasses here and there, but, so typical of Spokane that they would just still come out in force without complaining, without being upset, without feeling stressed, just here with their families, happily eating breakfast on a cold morning.
Well, not only did customers come to eat, they also came with a helping hand, offering to wash dishes or calling their own plumbers to help fix the fractured pipes. Well, first voting events of the Republican presidential primary will begin with the Iowa caucuses.
And this will provide the first glimpse of which direction the presidential election is heading. Let's get over to Sydney Charles at the Breaking Now desk with the latest details.
Tonight's caucuses lead off the election year, and candidates are urging their supporters to brave the weather and vote. Months of campaigning have led up to this point. Candidates are out in full force today as the state continues to get slammed by frigid cold temperatures. GOP frontrunner Donald Trump rallying his supporters yesterday. The former president, who faces 91 criminal charges, imploring his supporters to deliver him a decisive victory.
Big event at 7 o'clock, and hopefully we're going to have some tremendous numbers.
Trump holding a dominant 28-point lead in a new Des Moines Register and NBC News poll. Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis now in a heated race for second place. Haley canceling an event on Sunday, with DeSantis nearby, still pushing the idea that he, not Haley, is the only candidate who could beat Trump.
She cannot win conservative or core voters, Republicans. She's trying to win, people in the other parties.
In Des Moines, his supporters going door to door trying to win over new voters as his poll numbers decline. Former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson still in the race, but polling in the single digits, criticizing the other presidential hopefuls for not aiming their attacks at Trump. And back to the negative temperatures, former President Trump saying he still needs Iowans to turn out no matter what, saying, quote, even if you vote and then pass away, it is worth it. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thanks. On President Biden's side, his re-election campaign says it has raised more than $97 million in the fourth quarter. That's the most for any Democratic candidate and outpaces Republican Nikki Haley's fourth quarter fundraising of $24 million. Now, neither former President Trump nor Florida Governor Ron DeSantis have released their fourth quarter fundraising figures.
Scary moments near the House of Charity as a carjacker held a victim at gunpoint. The police department responded to the call, which happened Sunday morning near Brown and Pacific. Luckily, nobody was hurt. The car was not stolen. Police are still looking for the carjacker.
Well, the NFL playoffs are on KXLY tonight, and that means that we have some special editions of 4 News Now with Derek Dice at 3 and 4 o'clock. Then at 5, you can watch the NFL playoffs as the Philadelphia Eagles travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers in a Monday night wild card matchup. Then you can catch up with all the latest news on another special edition of 4 News Now right after the game.
Good morning. Northwest time is now 6 minutes after 6 o'clock.
We're de-thawing after this weekend here, but we got another big thing on the way. Let's check back in with Allison, see what she's tracking for the rest of this week.
Yeah, that next big thing is snow and a lot of it. We do have a potential weather alert day on the horizon. We'll let you know all the details coming up in your first alert forecast.
And sub-zero, even single-digit temperatures are tough on our cars. Coming up, some things to consider to keep your ride rolling.
Are you tired about all this talk of cold temperatures? Well, how about this instead? Where this volcano is erupting, threatening people nearby. When Good Morning Northwest continues right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save your greed!
Frozen water pipes are a serious risk during cold winter weather. When water freezes in a pipe, it can be a disaster for your home and your wallet. If you're not properly prepared, don't wait until it's too late. At Mainstream, we know exactly what it takes to keep your family safe during the cold season. So call or visit us online today.
The epic sell-off is on now at Furniture Row. And when we say it's epic, we mean epic. Shop today and find everything on sale. That means epic savings on sofas, sectionals, and accent chairs. Epic markdowns on dining groups, tables, and bar stools. Epic deals on bed sets, dressers, mattresses, and adjustable bases. Plus, no interest until January 2028. Epic styles, epic selection, all with epic savings. Find them today at Furniture Row.
Express yourself with M-Face, a non-invasive facelift. No surgery, no toxins, no needles, no downtime, and it's pain-free. Tone, contour, and smooth your face today with M-Face, the first and only clinic in North Idaho with the M-Face technology. Contact Revival Wellness Clinic today.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an award-winning Equinox. Lend a hand in the Silverado with up to 14 available camera views. Or mix it up in the Trax with an 11-inch diagonal display screen. Find the Chevy that's right for you. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado models. Or get $5,000 total value on LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Dude, you coming? Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. With Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Flu Relief. Also try for Fizzy Fast Cough Relief.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Frozen water pipes are a serious risk during cold winter weather. When water freezes in a pipe, it can be a disaster for your home and your wallet. If you're not properly prepared, don't wait until it's too late. At Mainstream, we know exactly what it takes to keep your family safe during the cold season. So call or visit us online today.
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Taiwan's new president, Tsai Ing-wen, met with two former senior U.S. officials today.
The delegation is made up of former National Security Advisor Stephen Hadley and former Deputy Secretary of State James Steinberg. They were asked by the U.S. government Sunday to travel in their private capacity to Taiwan. The two reaffirmed that relations between the U.S. and Taiwan are, quote, rock solid. They also congratulated Taiwan on its electoral process.
In Iceland, another volcanic eruption spewed semi-molten rock toward a nearby settlement. It's the second eruption there in less than a month. Sunday morning's blast followed a swarm of earthquakes near the town of Grindavik. The town of about 3,800 people evacuated overnight. The same community was also evacuated in November following a series of earthquakes.
Well, Japanese police are searching for a man who shot and killed a customer at a Starbucks. The crime is apparently gang-related. It's according to the Japanese media, though police declined to confirm those reports. Japan has strict gun control laws, and its few gun-related crimes are often linked to gangsters. Homemade guns have been used or suspected in some high-profile shootings, including the assassination of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in 2022.
And Pope Francis defending his landmark decision to approve blessings for same-sex couples. He suggested during public comments yesterday that those who resist it have jumped to ugly conclusions because they don't understand it. The Vatican has stressed that blessings don't amount to approval of gay sex, which the church still teaches is sinful. Since his election in 2013, Pope Francis has tried to make the church more welcoming to LGBTQ people without changing moral doctrine.
Good morning. Here is your 10-second takeaway. Today is going to be sunny, but we're expecting bitter cold conditions. Expect to put on your full winter layers for today. Our high is 12 degrees.
When it is this cold, staying inside is definitely preferable. But if you have to leave your house, driving can prove to be a difficult task. Before heading out on your commute, it's important to take a few precautions. First, make sure that your tires have some good tread. You can do this by measuring the depths of the grooves. It should be about 3/16 of an inch or more. Now, if it's an 1/8 of an inch or less, it's time to start thinking about replacing them, especially if you're expecting snow. You'll also want to pop open your hood and make sure that you have enough windshield fluid, engine oil, and coolant. It's important to give yourself enough time to do all this because you also will need to let your car warm up before you drive off.
Proper warm-up time, I would say, in the mornings in a cold start would be about 5 minutes. 5 minutes will give you enough time to get the heat going inside the car. It'll get your proper fluids flowing. It'll get your antifreeze flowing, your oils flowing.
Definitely a good day to let it run for 5 minutes this morning. Now, after your day is done, he also says that you can use WD-40 on the inside of your doors to make sure that they don't freeze shut, because that is never fun. Ooh, if you need to get in your car and can't open it up. Well, your time right now, 6:13.
Now, he was a civil rights beacon, a man who led by example, pushing nonviolent activism. And today, the country honors Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Just ahead, how you can take part in some local activities.
And as we take you into our commercial break, here's a live look this morning at downtown Spokane. Thanks so much for waking up with us on your Monday. We'll see you right back after this.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for spring and receive $500 off.
It's Walker's Furniture's 4-day holiday clearance, where we offer some of our biggest savings of the year. On many items, up to 70% off. Or receive 0% interest financing until 2029 with no down payment and no minimum purchase.
So you can get that new furniture you've been wanting at 4-day clearance prices. Today through this Monday at Walker's.
Get your hands up, let's go! Six is the winner of 23 awards on Broadway and a euphoric celebration. Now, Six is coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts for 1 week only. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Have you recently tried to buy a vehicle and was turned down due to bad credit or no credit? Or maybe you bought a vehicle in the last 2 years and paid too much with bloated monthly payments and would now like to trade it in.
At Cal Auto Credit, we can help.
Yes, we can.
At Cal Auto Credit, we stock our lot full of low-price, affordable vehicles and can help you navigate out of a difficult situation to improve your credit.
Can't afford it? Don't sweat it. Call Cal Auto Credit.
The after Christmas year-end clearance is on now. This week at Snow's Auto.
Snow's Auto.
Get the biggest savings of the year on the best stereo gear. And get free installation with any Apple CarPlay or Android Auto Deck. Plus, save 24% on lift kits, tonneau truck covers, and remote car starts. And don't forget, Snow's has great prices on winter tires and running boards. It's time to upgrade and save at Snow's Auto.
Fred's Appliance has GE Profile appliances on sale with smart leading-edge features that make life a little easier.
Smart features and sophisticated designs to simplify your life.
Profile dishwashers are quiet, powerful, and offer flexible loading options.
Fred's has more kitchen packages than you'll find anywhere. Save on GE appliances with up to $2,000 in rebates at your local Fred's Appliance.
Fred's has appliances in stock and on sale. Stop in and see us today.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for spring and receive $500 off.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Just about 6:17. Our Arctic blast is affecting a part of the Northwest unaccustomed to such bitter cold. Our neighbors to the west side. KOMO News' Paul Rivera reports on how Seattleites are escaping some of the coldest weather they've experienced in decades.
Around Seattle, people are doing their best to escape the winter chill. Most bundled up way more than usual and walking a little faster to get indoors. Some people don't have anywhere to go except to find a place like Union Station in the Chinatown International District that opened as a warming center.
It's so cold out here, man, where my hands got so cold where my hands are freezing. It hurt.
This man told us he's homeless.
And I thank Seattle for letting people come in here in the daytime to get warm.
This service, run by Sound Transit, was for anyone needing a break from the elements. Spokesperson John Gallagher said it will be open during the day between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m.
All of us in the region, know the threat this cold weather holds for folks who don't have a place to go. And that's why I think we're all working together to provide, warming shelters.
Across town to the Seattle Center and Exhibition Hall, where Salvation Army employees began to set up for another day of their overnight shelter.
This is a 300-bed facility that we will open to the public.
Felicia Grant with the Salvation Army said this runs from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., includes food and items like blankets. Around opening time, there was already a group of people outside looking to get in.
The shift in weather, the intensity of it is really pretty eye-opening. It's, I think, a matter of life and death. This weather can impact us unknowingly in ways that we're not aware of, and so we want people to come in.
Staff at both locations saying they will work to refer people to other spots in the city if they do not have space or are closing for the day.
That was KOMO's Peter Rivera reporting.
They're taking a live look outside at Spokane this morning. I guess temperatures right now aligned with what we saw this weekend. Just cold out there, but we got some warmer temperatures on the horizon.
Oh,
here.
yes.
The teens. The teens.
Almost the teens.
Yes.
Pre-teens.
We'll be grateful for what we can get at this point. After those dangerously cold conditions this weekend, we're warming up little by little this week, starting off 12 degrees for our high today. Sunny and cold winds 5 to 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 12. Now, taking a look at tonight, we'll be back in those single-digit temperatures, 5 degrees, but above freezing or above zero, which we're happy to see. It's going to be a cold and clear night. Light winds. Those winds will die down as we make our way towards the evening. Here's a look at our highs throughout the region. 14 in Kellogg and St. Mary's, cooler in Coeur d'Alene at 11 degrees, 9 in Sandpoint. Over in Spokane, we're looking at a high of 12 degrees and 14 in Ritzville. Now, we're taking a look at our forecast radar. Things are pretty calm, not much going on here to start off the week, just some clouds keeping us a little bit warmer. Here's a look at tomorrow at 6 p.m. This is our next system making its way towards us. We will be seeing some snow by Tuesday afternoon to evening. Here's 10 p.m. You can see that impact throughout our region. We are going to be seeing some heavy snowfall on Wednesday in particular. So here's a look at 7 a.m. We do have a first alert weather alert day possible for Wednesday. That morning commute is going to be very, very tough, especially we're tracking heavy snow, 8 inches or more in North Idaho and the Spokane area as well. Here's a closer look at those totals. 4 to 8 inches in Spokane, 8 to 12 inches in Coeur d'Alene. That's for Tuesday through Thursday. Now here's our planning forecast. We're starting off sunny, but still very cold. Wednesday, that's our weather alert day. It's going to be a tough morning, and we're expecting heavy snow throughout the day. Thursday and Friday, we could be seeing some freezing rain, and Saturday, that wet weather will stick around, but luckily we'll have temperatures in the upper 30s. So we have that to look forward to.
We sure do,
And
but
we definitely will. All right, thanks, Allison.
Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:21.
And what can only be described as a miserable week for Washington Huskies fans. Last week, things might be looking up with the hire of their new head coach. Stick around and we'll tell you more about the Huskies' new hire next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Those responsible for making our local roads and highways safe for winter travel would like to remind you that snow removal is an important, critical, and precise task. Please give the right-of-way to removal equipment so we can all get where we need to go quickly and safely.
10 years from today, Lisa Schneider will become the undisputed leader of a ginormous pack of dogs. Rescue dogs, to be exact. A second act made possible by the career reskilling courses Lisa's already taking now with AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does, so she can finally run with the big dogs and the small dogs who just think they're big dogs. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Only the Sleep Number Smart Bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting, and actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side. The Queen Sleep Number C2 Smart Bed is now only $9.90, plus free home delivery when you add any base. Ends Monday, only at Sleep Number.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
Andes Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your comfort is Andes' priority. Get ready for the cold with a high-efficiency furnace from Carrier and turn to the experts. Andes offers a wide range of top-quality heating systems that are both reliable and environmentally friendly. Andes' team of experts are highly trained and experienced, so you can trust Andes to diagnose and fix any issue efficiently. Andes Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
Winter weather means hazardous driving conditions. If you must travel, follow these guidelines to keep everyone safe. Slow down and keep a safe following distance. Use traction tires. Give snow and emergency vehicles the right of way. Carry an emergency kit. Brought to you by Lakes, Worley, Post Falls, and Eastside Highway Districts.
After a crazy week that included losing in the national championship game and then losing their head coach days later, the Washington Huskies officially have a new man leading the football program into the Big Ten Conference, and it's a familiar face, former Arizona head coach Jedd Fisch. In 3 seasons down in Tucson, he only went 16-21 with the Wildcats, but when you consider he took them from a 1-win team in 2021 to 10 wins this past season, the job he did was downright remarkable. And while the Huskies enjoyed one of the best offenses in the country this season, don't expect a huge drop-off here, as Arizona was ranked 8th in the nation in passing yards and 21st in points scored with more than 34 a game. And his new goal for this team is simple. He wants to win and win a lot.
Husky Nation, Coach Fisch here, boarding the plane to Seattle right now, and just can't wait to see you, meet our players, and let's go get that championship we've been talking about.
Now, we'll have to wait and see what players come with Fisch to Seattle, as you can expect the transfer portal to be quite busy this upcoming week. But that also means an opportunity for Washington State to pick up some potential commits. Reporting in studio, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Yeah, busy weekend for the football fans out there.
Yeah, WSU is going to need to pick up some commits, especially with Cam Ward announcing he's leaving.
Exactly. Well, your time right now, 6:25.
With the extreme cold, our heaters are working overtime, and that will impact your next energy bill. Coming up, we look at ways to keep costs down during this cold snap.
And the man accused of in the cold case Gligo Beach murders is about to be charged with another one. Sydney Charles is gathering the latest information coming in this morning. Before we go to break, here's a first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
And this morning's GMA First Look, we're counting down to the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show. By going one-on-one with a superstar readying to take over football's biggest night, Usher.
When did you start rehearsing for the show?
Actually, you know what? Playing the Super Bowl the first time, a support for the Black Eyed Peas. Since that day, I think I had it in my mind that I wanted to go back to the stage. It's been a dream of mine and a bucket list, thing to be able to get it. They say, was it Oscar, Tony, Grammy, Emmy, right?
Yeah.
You should put Super Bowl on there too, right?
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of our interview with Usher and what his Super Bowl performance has in store. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kelly Carter, ABC News, Los Angeles.
When you have chronic kidney disease, there are places you'd like to be. Like here. And here. Not so much here. Farxiga reduces the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
When you have chronic kidney disease, it's time to ask your doctor for Farxiga, because there are places you want to be.
If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help. Farxiga.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, Plumbing.
It's back. 4 big days, January 25th to the 28th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. New dealers, new boats, new floor layout. Go to SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today, we honor the Vanessa Behan Auxiliary Board.
From setting up shop to recruiting hundreds of volunteers, the Vanessa Behan Auxiliary Board works tirelessly to put on Santa Express each year.
For more than 30 years, the board has operated Santa Express, a store where children can buy Christmas gifts for their families.
It's a great organization, and we just love the money that we're able to give and the lives we're able to change.
Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Boats of all types and sizes, heavy metal and smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, and personal watercraft. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker with the stories people are reading about online this morning, including a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket blasted off from Cape Canaveral Space Force Base in Florida last night. SpaceX announced on X, formerly Twitter, that the rocket carried 23 satellites for the Starlink internet system and that these satellites are now in orbit.
It's time to plug in your toaster because today is National Bagel Day. The National Day calendar credits Polish Jewish immigrants with the first baking of them in New York. It says that the International Bagel Bakers Union started in 1907, and from there the love of bagels has only spread. Speaking of spread, don't forget the schmear if you're breaking out your bagels this morning. Definitely sounds good.
Sure does.
Now I'm hungry. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, January 15th. Let's get on over to Allison Martinez in for Mark Peterson and another really cold morning.
That's right. It is so very cold this morning. Thankfully, no kids have to be waiting at the bus stop today. It's -1 degrees in Spokane and -4 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. Here are 4 things to know for your Monday. We are slowly but surely warming up, though I use the word warming very loosely. We're expecting clouds tomorrow, snow in the forecast on Wednesday, and rain and freezing rain a little bit later this week. Here are our highs for today. We see a little bit warmer temperatures than this weekend, though we're still very, very cold and significantly below average. 12 degrees in Spokane, 11 in Coeur d'Alene, 14 in Kellogg and St. Mary's. Now, in terms of our lows for tonight, we're seeing temperatures in the single digits, 5 in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. It is going to be very chilly tonight. Here's our 4-day forecast. We're starting off with sunny skies, but cold temperatures. And as we approach the middle of the week, we do have a weather alert day for some significant snowfall. We'll have more on that coming up in your first alert forecast.
Allison, thanks. With these extremely cold temperatures here in the inland Northwest, keeping your home warm can be a little difficult.
And doing it while saving electricity even harder. Avista says in the inland Northwest, heating accounts for 40 to 60% of your average energy bill. To save money this winter, there are several things you can do that can make a difference on that bill. One is limiting the use of your bathroom and kitchen fans. Keeping these on for a long period of time can cost you in more ways than you might think.
One of those fans can empty your entire home of heat if it's on for just an hour. So leaving it on for an extra hour can empty your entire home of heat. So again, use those fans only when they're needed.
For more money-saving tips, check out KXLY.com.
And at the Breaking Now desk, we're tracking details out of New York. The alleged Gilgo Beach murder suspect is expected to be charged in the death of a 4th woman. Rex Heuermann is charged with killing 3 women whose bodies were found in close proximity on Long Island's South Shore. Prosecutors say he is the prime suspect in the death of a 4th, Maureen Brainard Barnes. The 25-year-old vanished in 2007. Her remains found in a marshy area near Gilgo Beach 3 years later. They were wrapped with a belt which had a buckle bearing the initials WH, possibly standing for Heuermann's father. Now, sources say prosecutors are preparing to announce that a grand jury has returned an indictment formally charging Heuermann with Brainard Barnes' murder when he returns to court tomorrow.
So there's a lot of evidence we had, but they weren't ready to charge. So now we're 6 months into it, a long time for investigators to work at, and apparently they forwarded the case, so they're going forward Tuesday morning.
Heuermann has pleaded not guilty in the deaths of the 3 women found on Long Island back in 2010. Excuse me. There are 6 other women whose bodies were found near Gilgo Beach whose deaths remain unsolved. Reporting in the studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
The Perry High School principal who risked his life to protect his students during a shooting has died. Dan Marburger was critically injured during the January 4th attack. An 11-year-old middle school student also died. 6 others were hurt. Authorities say Marburger distracted the teen shooter just long enough for many students to escape the cafeteria. The beloved high school principal remembered as a father of 5, grandfather, husband, and friend.
House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer unveiled a new short-term spending bill that will keep the government open through the beginning of March. The 2 leaders made the bill public on Sunday. It would keep the government funded in a 2-step process through March 1st and then again through March 8th. Schumer says that he expects to bring up this new bill to the Senate as soon as tomorrow.
Today is a day of remembrance, and even though the temperatures are dangerously cold, Spokane is planning on marching in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The city of Spokane will hold the annual parade in downtown Spokane. It'll start and end at the Convention Center, trekking along Spokane Falls Boulevard to Washington, down to Riverside and up Bernard. The parade begins around 10 this morning. It'll go until noon. Plenty of other events honoring Dr. King. Following the parade, there is a resource fair from 11:30 to 2, and the Black History Mobile Museum is operating from 11:30 to 1. Finally, an Empowerment Through Action conference and workshop runs from 11:30 to 3:30 today. Everything is happening at the Spokane Convention Center.
Lots of ways to get involved, that's for sure.
It is now 6:35.
Let's toss things back over to Allison Martinez here, who's in for Mark this morning about the next big thing we're expecting here.
Yep, next big thing is snow and a lot of it. We do have a potential first alert weather alert day coming up. We'll let you know all the details you need coming up in your first alert forecast.
The cost of convenience getting higher, the new Seattle law that'll drive up delivery fees coming up.
And did you leave 2023 with some maxed out credit cards? When we come back, tips on how you can pay down that debt in 2024.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Right on time.
See our huge selection of Camrys built for everyday drivers at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Beneful knows a full life doesn't just happen. It's a choice. To take a swing, to taste all life has to offer. Choose joy. Choose Beneful. And try Incredibites, just for small dogs.
Whoa!
Everyone's surprise looks different. But we all feel the same joy. Kinder Joy. Open a world of surprise.
The new year is here, and that means it's time to move more in 2024 and get those New Year's resolutions started with a great special offer to join everyone's favorite gym, Move Fitness.
Join the movement. From refinishing cabinets, doors, and trim to painting walls and ceilings, Everhart Painting has you covered. Everhart Painting has been Spokane's premier painting contractor for over 50 years. Call now for our winter special. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
PB and J? PB before we go. P before we go. P before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
It is now 6:39. In news for your money this morning, credit cards can be a great tool. With just a quick tap, we can make a transaction and worry about where the money will come from later. But millions of Americans have racked up debt on those credit accounts. ABC's Melissa Adon has help with how to manage and pay off credit card debt.
A new report from NerdWallet found that Americans owe a total of $1.21 trillion in credit card debt.
This year, we found that credit card debt is up 16% compared to a year ago. And that's not the only form of borrowing that costs more. Mortgages, student loans, and auto loans are also up, which is putting a lot of people in a very tough situation when it comes to being able to repay those loans.
NerdWallet's Sarah Rathner says the first step to paying down debt is to make a list of all the amounts you owe and the interest rate for each debt. Then make a debt payoff plan.
And that idea is to keep you motivated and organized while you make debt payments.
One popular method is debt avalanche, where you prioritize the debt with the highest interest rate first, then move to the debt with the next highest interest rate on your list. Or you could try a debt snowball, where you focus on the debt with the lowest balance and keep moving your way up to higher balances. Rathner says you can also try to lower the interest rates on your cards.
Start by calling the number on the back of your credit card and talk to somebody in customer service and see if you'd be eligible for a lower credit card interest rate.
You can also look into balance transfer credit cards.
You typically have to pay a small fee. It's 3 to 5% of the transferred balance. So that's something to budget for. But if what you can stand to save on interest is higher than that fee, it does become worth it.
And if you're struggling to make just minimum monthly payments, Rathner says there's help available.
Look for a nonprofit credit counseling service. They can help you with your budgeting, with debt negotiations, and with other actions you can take to help make your debt a little bit more manageable.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Good morning. Here is your 10-second takeaway. Sunny skies and bitter cold. Those are the headlines today. You're going to want your full winter layers, and our high is 12 degrees.
Well, in these cold temperatures, it's not surprising that many people are choosing to have their food delivered. However, there is a cost to this convenience, and it's rising. Seattle recently introduced a new delivery fee law, ensuring that app-based food delivery workers receive minimum wage on par with other workers in the city. Supporters say it will give tens of thousands of drivers a livable wage, but critics say the cause might make the cost delivering of that food to skyrocket.
The greatest concerns on like the restaurant side, more fees. Obviously, this particular fee is to help benefit the drivers who 100% deserve a living wage.
Now, according to DoorDash, Seattle drivers will earn at least $26.40 an hour. That's before tips plus mileage. To balance the impact, the company is lowering the suggested tip amount on each order. Since the pandemic, many drivers have noticed a decrease in pay per order. This new legislation requires delivery apps to provide a minimum payment for mileage and the time that is worked. Well, your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:42.
This weekend was a cold one, but we're not the only ones freezing. When we come back, a look at severe winter weather making a big impact from coast to coast and Texas to the Great Lakes.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Taxes aren't free, but your furnace could be. This holiday season, when you purchase a Daikin air conditioning unit, you'll receive a Daikin furnace free. That's right, free. Let us keep you and your family comfortable all year round. Contact Mainstream today.
Spokane Exercise Equipment is the Inland Northwest premier provider of top-of-the-line exercise and rehabilitation equipment. Once the Spokane Exercise Equipment technicians have finished setting up your new home gym, that's when the workout competition begins. Spokane Exercise Equipment has all you need to achieve your fitness goals. They offer delivery, installation, service, and maintenance for all residential and commercial customers. Visit them in downtown Spokane or go online to see their full line of products.
Let's go! Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters 2024 World Tour presented by Jersey Mike Subs at Spokane Arena on January 29th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com for tickets.
If you're looking to remodel your home with some new stylish flooring or maybe some modern wallscape ideas, then you need to visit one of Windsor Plywood's 2 locations for the best selection of doors, floors, moldings, and more.
Windsor Plywood.
3, 2, 1.
The new year is here, and that means it's time to jump into the gym and get those New Year's resolutions going to move more in 2024.
Let's go!
Lose some inches.
Drop a few pounds.
Get stronger.
Whatever your goals are, Move Fitness has the staff, trainers, and facilities to get the job done. Plus, you can sign up now with no enrollment fee to be the best you can be and move more in 2024.
Doing the bare minimum at work probably won't earn you a bonus this year. But at Northern Quest, that unremarkable work ethic can't stop you from having your best year ever with an extra $2,024 a month. It's our best year ever giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card to enter. Then be here for the grand prize drawing on January 25th. And don't go above or beyond. Details at northernquest.com.
Taxes aren't free, but your furnace could be. This holiday season, when you purchase a Daikin air conditioning unit, you'll receive a Daikin furnace free. That's right, free. Let us keep you and your family comfortable all year round. Contact Mainstream today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back in. The time is now 6:45. This cold weather is turning downright dangerous here in the inland Northwest and for millions of Americans across the country. Wind chills near the Great Lakes will remain below 0 this morning, and it's not much warmer as far south as Texas. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
This morning, 100 million Americans are waking up to an Arctic blast, bringing snow, ice, and record-setting cold. In Texas, the power grid operator is asking residents to conserve electricity as below freezing temperatures push farther south. Wind chills overnight in Dallas were expected to dip to -7.
Wind chill alerts are stretching from Montana to the southern tip of Texas. Some cities in Iowa feeling like -30.
In Mississippi and Alabama, people are urged to wrap exposed pipes in their homes, with temperatures in the teens expected along the Gulf Coast this week. It comes as communities from Oregon to the Great Lakes dig out after a weekend of heavy snow, parts of Iowa getting up to 10 inches. Tens of thousands were without power in Wisconsin after the storm dropped more than a foot of snow in some areas. In Colorado, this avalanche along Highway 40 buried at least 10 cars. More than 1,100 flights are canceled already today after more than 1,400 were canceled yesterday. In Kansas City on Saturday, the 4th coldest NFL game ever on record taking place. The temperature at kickoff, -4 degrees with a wind chill of -20. Chiefs coach Andy Reid leading his team to victory, even as icicles formed on his mustache. And in western New York, lake effect snow leading to whiteout conditions, forcing officials to postpone the Bills playoff game. The team offering free food and $20 an hour to any fans willing to help clear snow at Highmark Stadium. This fan going shirtless as he took a ride down a makeshift snow chute. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Brr. I'm sure that was a cold one there.
My goodness, here is a live look this morning at our sunrise beginning to peak.
Gorgeous.
The dawn has arrived. Yeah, and you can see lots of steam coming up right there.
It looks gorgeous, but I know it's freezing out there. It is so very cold this morning. We still have that Arctic air sticking around. We have approached the double digits though, so that's good news. Our high for the day is 12 degrees. It's going to be sunny and cold, winds 5 to 7 miles per hour, though we will be seeing some gusts a little bit earlier this morning. Tonight though, we have a low of 5 degrees. It's going to be cold and clear, and those winds will subside a little bit as we approach the evening. Here's a look at our highs throughout the region. Like we said, double digits, 14 in Ritzville, 12 in Spokane, 11 in Coeur d'Alene, 14 in Kellogg and St. Mary's. Taking a look at our forecast radar, we're starting off the week pretty tame. Not a lot going on here, just some clouds helping to keep us a slight bit warmer today, but this is our next system making its way towards us Tuesday night. Here's a look at 10 p.m. This is when we could be seeing the start of some pretty significant snowfall throughout the region, the highest snow totals that we've seen so far this season. Here's 10 p.m. and this is going to stick around through Wednesday, through Thursday. Here's that 7 o'clock morning commute. It's going to be tricky out there, so you're going to want to be prepared. Here are the highlights. Moderate to heavy snow Tuesday through Thursday. Worst commutes on Wednesday, and snow and ice will stick around until Friday. Here's a look at those snow totals. 4 to 8 inches in Spokane, 8 to 12 inches in Coeur d'Alene. Like we said, significant heavy snowfall here to look forward to. Now here's our planning forecast. Starting off, sunny skies, cold temperatures Wednesday. That's where we have a potential weather alert day, the start of some heavy snowfall. Thursday and Friday, we could be seeing some freezing rain, and those wet conditions will stick around into the weekend, but thankfully will warm up to 36 by Saturday and 38 by Sunday. So I personally am very much looking forward to those days.
Warmer days on the horizon here.
Yes. But messy in the meantime. All right, Allison, thanks. It's 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up next.
Thanks so much for waking up with us on Good Morning Northwest to start your Monday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Foothills Mazda.
It's the big fitness energy sale at Planet Fitness. Join today for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime and get energized in the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Join today. Deal extended through January 19th.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. I gotta call Swap.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling him.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Wanna leave works all day so I can keep working my magic. Just Wanna Leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve, who do you take it for? And for fast topical pain relief, try Aleve X.
Today's the last day for the National RV Show at the Convention Center downtown, January 11th through the 15th. Amazing RV discounts and manufacturers reps are coming from across the country with incredible prices for the show only. Thanks on site with super low interest rates. And again featuring tiny homes in multiple models. Tons of vendors and free admission. There's prizes and giveaways, including a travel trailer giveaway. There's adult beverages, live band, and a scavenger hunt for the kids. It's the National RV Show at the Convention Center downtown, January 11th through the 15th.
Temperatures outside are expected to drop near zero from now through the end of the month, and we want you to be prepared. Keep your thermostat set at 70 degrees. Let faucets in your home drip. Cover hose bibs. Keep garage doors closed. Have space heaters on hand. And remember, Bill's Heating and Air will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, should you have issues at all. Happy New Year from your Bill's Heating and Air family.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I the sea. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's expertly crafted assortment of delicious and nutritious gummies.
Oh, and I brought cupcakes.
It's the big fitness energy sale at Planet Fitness. Join today for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime and get energized in the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Join today. Deal extended through January 19th.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday with the morning sprint.
First voting events of the Republican presidential primary will begin with the Iowa caucuses. Sydney Charles has the details.
The bitter cold sticking around today. Let's get to Allison Martinez in for Mark to tell us how cold it'll be.
The wind and those freezing cold temperatures were one thing to get used to, but for our next big thing we're tracking, that's snow. We're expecting moderate to heavy snow Tuesday night into Thursday night. The worst commutes will be on Wednesday, so you're going to want to leave yourself plenty of time in the morning there. And snow and ice will remain through Friday. We could even be seeing some freezing rain as our temperatures slowly but surely warm up towards the end of the week.
Well, these bitter temperatures are showing no mercy. Homes and businesses are feeling the effects of frozen or burst pipes, including several locations in Post Falls. Now, one of these businesses is Flying J. The pipes in its roof burst, taking out the entire ceiling in the laundry room. It is still without water to the entire building. The Post Falls Library also fell victim to freezing temperatures. Its pipes bursting Sunday, causing it to evacuate and close. The library is anticipating a multi-day closure.
Frozen pipes were also the cause of a Spokane restaurant's early closure. The owner of Chaps put out a memo on social media yesterday morning alerting customers. The owner telling us some people had to use some plastic cups here and there, but they all made it work. Not only did customers come to eat, they came with a helping hand, offering to wash dishes or calling their own plumbers to help fix the fractured pipes.
Well, when it's this cold, staying inside is preferable, but if you have to leave your house, driving can prove to be a difficult task. Before heading out on your commute, it's important to take a few precautions. First, make sure that you have good tires and they have good tread. You can do this by measuring the depths of the grooves. It should be about 3/16 of an inch or more. If it's an 1/8 of an inch or less, it's time to start thinking about replacing them, especially if you're expecting snow. You'll also want to pop open your hood and make sure you have enough windshield fluid, engine oil, and coolant.
With these extremely cold temperatures in the inland Northwest, keeping your home warm can be difficult. Doing it while saving electricity is even harder. Avista says in the inland Northwest, heating accounts for 40 to 60% of your average energy bill. To save money this winter, there are several things you can do that can make a difference on that bill. One is limiting the use of your bathroom and kitchen fans. Keeping these on for a long period of time can empty your entire home of heat. For more money-saving tips, visit KXLY.com.
Tonight's caucuses lead off the election year, and candidates are urging their supporters to brave the weather and vote. GOP frontrunner Donald Trump rallying his voters yesterday, the former president who faces 91 criminal charges, imploring his supporters to deliver him a decisive victory. Trump holding a dominant 28-point lead in a new Des Moines Register and NBC News poll. Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis now in a heated race for second place. ABC News will be live in Iowa as the first votes of the campaign are just hours away. Coming up next on Good Morning America.
Moments near the House of Charity as a carjacker held a victim at gunpoint. The police department responded to the call, which happened Sunday morning near Brown and Pacific. Luckily, nobody was hurt. The car was not stolen. Police are still searching for that carjacker.
House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer unveiled a new short-term spending bill that will keep the government open through the beginning of March. The two leaders made the bill public on Sunday. Schumer says that he expects to bring the new bill to the Senate as soon as tomorrow.
The NFL playoffs are on KXLY tonight. That means we'll have special early editions of 4 News Now with Derek Dice at 3 and 4. And then at 5, watch the NFL playoffs as the Philadelphia Eagles travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers in a Monday night wildcard matchup. Then catch up on all the latest news with another special edition of 4 News Now right after the game.
Well, today is a day of remembrance, and even though the temperatures are still dangerously cold, Spokane is planning on marching in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The city of Spokane will hold the annual parade in downtown Spokane. It'll start at the end of the convention center, trekking along Spokane Falls Boulevard to Washington and then down to Riverside and back up Bernard Street. The parade begins around 10 a.m. and will go until noon. You can head to our website, KXLY.com, for a full list of other events happening today in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. And we'll be right back with another check of the weather after this.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Does anybody want my tomato? I don't know how anybody can eat those things.
You do know ketchup is made from tomatoes, right? combination of fun and performance is why Kylie and I are excited to show you the Subaru Crosstrek.
The all-wheel drive Crosstrek offers an available 2.5-liter Subaru Boxer engine, giving you extra performance and power unlike anything on or off the road.
There's no shortage of space for passengers and a surprising amount of cargo room for your gear.
The Crosstrek now offers an 11.6-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto integration.
Check out the Subaru Crosstrek and receive no-problem customer attention at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
The new year is here, and that means it's time to move more in 2024 and get those New Year's resolutions started with a great special offer to join everyone's favorite gym, Move Fitness.
Join the movement. We are taking a look at that sunrise this morning, creeping in little by little, cloudy skies. It is cold out there. We started off at -1 degrees this morning. Here's our planning forecast. Sunny skies will be making their way in the picture a little bit later today. Wednesday, we have a potential weather alert day because we will be seeing some pretty significant snowfall. Thursday and Friday, we're expecting freezing rain, and Saturday and Sunday, those wet conditions will continue, but we'll see some warmer temperatures there as well.
Hey, bundle up today. Thanks so much for starting your day with us.
And we appreciate you. We will see you throughout Good Morning America with live local updates. GMA starts right now.